Alright, hello, welcome to another episode of the Cullingworth FC Creative Club Career Mode. We're about to start Season 4, about to kick it all off, but beforehand, we've got a little title update that we're just going to cover. If you just give me a second to get everything sorted. Alright, so Ultimate Team we don't care about, obviously. We're just going to gameplay. Step overs and flicks cannot be performed. I don't care about skills. We just care about Career Mode here. Oh, player switching is a problem apparently. Skill moves, right stick option. Yeah, okay. So sometimes the fucking things were messing up with the player switching. Now career mode. Manager interviews did not always impact team morale. I saw that sometimes. The Asian International Cup did not feature the correctly placed team from the Indian Super League. Oh. That's about it then. I don't think there's anything else. Clubs, audio, visual, updated kits and all that. Okay. Would do kits anyway. I'd probably do it if it was a player career, but I don't for a manager career. So we're diving into season 4, brand new season. If you haven't watched the finale of season 3, I would very much suggest it. I would watch that before you watch this. But anyway, we are here with season 4. The manager rating is still in the toilet for whatever reason. I'm not sure why. It's a new season. We should be able to kind of be okay with that. So we've got 16.5 million to work with, 31k wage budget. It's very generous actually for the championship. I'm probably underselling how generous this amount of money is, but we did have about 8 or 9 million left over from last season, and we did sell a couple of big names. Couple of things to cover, of course. Some players will have retired. We've got no Arlo Bourne and we've got no Callum Lees. They have both left due to retirement. I don't think we had any contract expiries because I renewed them all. What I am going to do, I'm going to go through and make sure everyone is transfer listed as I want them to be. I just want to make sure everyone's as it should be. That should be a loan list, that should be a transfer. Just going to keep going through, just kind of check in. The transfer window will open once we simulate a day, by the way. If anyone is not aware. I have also upgraded the stadium. I've done development plans for everyone. I've upgraded the stadium so everyone can have their stadium. I'm keeping Nikolic in because he could be our good third choice keeper for the cups, by the way, if anyone's wondering why I've not done anything with him. I was thinking of loaning out Vlad Kulic, but I think it's best just to keep him on. Yexov has come out really well, though. I'm wondering whether it's... I don't know whether it's like loan one of these out. I'm not sure which one to go for. I think we loan out Illich, honestly. Yexov, we're going to give some preseason time just to see how he does. In fact, that's not what we're going to do with Illich. We're going to give him both preseason time just to kind of, just to kind of see how they do. And we'll kind of, judge from that. Jenston Thorne's come out really good. Some of these loan deals that we've done last season have come out brilliantly, by the way. There's a couple of big names going as well. I believe Nikolai Allo headlines that list of big names I want to sell on. There's a couple of contract expiries coming into the season as well. So we'll see how that goes. You won't see the stadium, unfortunately, I don't think now till next episode because we will be doing the pre-season tournament. We've also got a couple of people scouted. I thought we needed a new right back. Like maybe, I'm not sure whether to go for, I've clicked the wrong tab. I'm not sure whether to go for a completely new right back instead of Ferretti or whether to just go for a backup. But I've got a few here listed. We've of course got Adam Hloshik, who I'd love to sign eventually. So it's going to be someone on the ideas list, but it's not obviously feasible quite yet. He's 40.5 million. We've got Ignacio Fernandez, we've got Angel Gil, Guilherme Barbosa, Diogo Ferreira, Zachary Parks, Luis Moreno, and that is it. We've got a good array of right backs and centre backs, kind of Brazilian centre backs and Spanish right backs. I hope Zachary Parks honestly comes out the best out of these lot because it'd be a homegrown talent, but it doesn't look like it. There's some quite good talent here. I'm not signing anyone yet, but some very good talent here that could kind of, develop into something brilliant. Like Ignacio Fernandez looks like my favourite one. 4-star, 4-star. Look at those stats. Look at all that green. He's probably the one I will go for, but we will take a look once the scouting is done. I'm not going to sign anyone probably this episode unless it's at the very end. Now, this could be a long episode as well because we are going to be doing the pre-season tournament. Whether we go through to the next round or whether we don't go through will kind of impact how long this episode will be. If it's only the group stage and the 3 games in the group stage, then we'll be fine. It'll probably only be like 2 hours, something like that. But it could go over 3 hours if we have to do the whole tournament. So just be warned. We're just waiting for some stuff to go through here. Of course, quite a lot's going to go through on this first day. Johannessen's gone on loan. We've got quite a few player messages. Let's take a look then. So we've got Johannessen leaving on loan, Tabak leaving on loan. So we'll just check the clubs. They've gone... Johannessen's gone to Vitoria. Besiktas have got Tabak. Girona have got Pavlov. Milosevic has gone to Pacos Ferreira. And Vinogradov has gone to Giresunspor. Now I've got player chats here for the other ones I've just put on loan here. Abram Volchenkov is happy his loan is going to happen. And Yevtushenko the same. I mean, I don't think Yevtushenko will ever break in, unfortunately, because of how packed our camp spot is already. We've got Jay Mason, obviously, who's going to be there till the end of time. Not to mention Milan Vidovic on the backup, on the back burner. So we've got a bit more. We had about 8.5 million time with last season. We ended with 9.3 million in the end, which gave us a total of 17.1 million, which is very, very good. Now, we've got a Volchenkov transfer offer. Now, this is a very, very good offer from Espanyol. This is the good Volchenkov, by the way, just for anyone who's not aware. But I am going to reject it because I do see him in the plans. Now, what I'm thinking of doing, and I know we've done this before, and I don't know how it's going to work. We're going to try a formation change. Now hear me out. I want one where Jay Mason could be a cam, but I also want Volchenkov to not be a striker, but to be kind of a centre forward rather than a striker, if that makes sense. So I have to figure that out. What we are going to do before we go any further, actually, is before I forget, I will forget otherwise. We're going to take some... I'm sorry, David Pearson. We're going to take some stuff... Well, we're not taking anyway. What am I on about? We're going to send some scouts out in the youth academy. We're going to get Sigurd wage. He's probably going to get paid a lot. It's obviously Wage or Wage. I don't know how you pronounce it. But he's going to his home country anyway for the first 3 months. And we're going to go for a physically strong player from Iceland. We're going to send Anton Nyberg, as we do at the start of every season, to his home country. He will go to Sweden. And he will look for a... You know what? We need an attacker, don't we? We'll get an attacker in. Kind of a striker. And we're not going to send Mikhail Nakimov to his home country because fuck that. We're not going to send him to Ukraine either because obviously that's in poor taste at the moment. What we are going to do is we're going to send him to Greece. See if we get any good Greeks coming in. Technically gifted Greeks coming in. So they're all set up and ready to go. That's a youth academy ready to go. In terms of the youth academy, we'll see if there's anyone ready to come up and maybe go on loan. I think Mishima is going to come up and not go on loan. I think he's just going to come up because look at that. 65 overall already. Box to box. 86 to 94 potential. He's going to be brilliant. We may have to send him out on loan just to get him some experience, but I don't really want to, you know. But he is going to come up and he is going to get some game time in his preseason run. The rest of these guys at the moment could stay. In fact, actually, Saito, your potential's gone a wee bit too far down there, mate. And Krupa, I think we have to release you as well, my guy. I'm being very cutthroat with the academy. Maeda, we'll give you another month. Everson, we'll give you another month as well. But I'm being really cutthroat about this academy now. Obviously, the further we go up the leagues, the better I want the youth academy players to be. And eventually we won't be using the youth academy anymore because we'll have all we need. But what we are going to do is we're going to kick off this tournament, I think. We've got everything covered. We've got to do kit numbers and all that. But we will do that when it comes around to the actual domestic season. And turn away now if you've not watched the finale of last season. Because this will kind of spoil what league we're going to be in for Season 4. We are going to be in... I'll give you 5 seconds to go off this video. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right. We are going to be in the EFL Championship. That's right. We won the league last season in a very, very fun title race with Luton and Derby. I mean, Derby kind of trailed off at the end, but that last episode with Luton, beating Luton in the way we did as well, was actually... so good. I mean, the scoreline would have changed. I didn't want that many goals, to be honest, but it was brilliant anyway. Luton coming up with us. And who came up for the playoffs then? It was Charlton who came up for the playoffs. That's right. So we've got those 3 teams coming up with us. And of course, we've got some teams relegated from the Premier League as well, so it's not gonna be easy. But with the theme of it not being easy, I will show you quickly, just as it ties in, our success that we have to get in the Championship. We're going to have to somehow gain our third promotion in 3 years. We've got to get back-to-back promotions. I don't think we're going to do it, if I'm being honest. We can fight for playoffs, maybe just hang around out that kind of area. But I don't think we're getting automatic promotion on the first time of asking. If we do, that'd be great, but I just don't think it's going to happen. At the start of the next episode, before we go into the league season, I'll go more in depth for the objectives. But I did say what the objectives were last episode as well. What we're going to do is we're going to go into the squad. We're going to use this second formation, but we're not actually going to use this. We're just going to edit this because we obviously didn't like this one. It didn't work too well. There's still some players out at the Euros, which gives a lot of players some chance. Now, what I'm thinking potentially is this. Now, what we'll have is it's just an idea. I'm not going to go through it yet. In fact, we don't really have enough wide players to make this happen. We're not going to do that. I lied. What we're going to do, maybe this. This might be the one, you know. Volchenkov sitting in there. Shuhu sitting up top. We've got Mason, Volchenkov, and Caballero in there. We'll have, not Marin. Marin will be on, I think Marin might have to go to the bench here. What we will try is potentially, Thorne's not a defender, is he? Do we not have another CDM? Maybe push this centre mid position a little bit further. No, okay, we can't go too far forward, apparently. If I go across here, then up. Okay. Can I use it as centre mid? Alright, so we do that. We just kind of edit it a little bit. And we put Marin there, potentially. I mean, Marin does have decent defensive stats. We could do that, you know. He's still a centre mid or a right mid by trade. But that's something we could do. Obviously, I want the defense spread out a little bit more. Mariah's out here. And it won't be Aloe. But the right back out here. And Gomez stretched across a little bit there. And DeAndre's just a little bit there. And it looks like that. That might be something we just try in this little pre-season run. Just to see what happens. Because we do have an influx of centre mids. So it's got to be something, I think. I think it's got to be something. But I think that's going to be our second formation. But of course, we still do have players out of the Euros. We've got Jay Mason, Nikolai Alo, and Vyacheslav Volchenkov all taking part in the Euros, which means I'm going to have to go back in to this bit in the main lobby and take them out of the team. So we've got Volchenkov, he's going to come back out for Vidovic. Caballero actually needs to be on this side. Mason will be central. I think Volchenkov would be... he would be ideal here, in my opinion. Obviously, he can't play right now, but I think he'd be ideal there. We'll drop them all to the bench. Illich might have a nice little slot in somewhere along that midfield line as well at some point. So we need Thorne. I do want Mishima involved as well. It's gonna be rocket science trying to involve everyone. I'm not really sure how to involve everyone, to be honest. We'll give Thorne a run out. I've not actually used him yet. We'll start Latanzio up top for this one, and we're gonna actually go with Mishima. I just want to see how he does. Don't get me wrong, I don't want to like outcast Brown and Meshkov. In all honesty, and this is a big like call early on in this episode, if we get a somewhat good offer for Marius Marin, I won't be turning it down. I want that clear. I will not be turning it down. I'll be happy to send him on his way. Because as much as I like him, he's probably reached his ceiling and he is 25. I don't think we're going to get much more from him. So I think this is how we're going to... I mean, it's not exactly how we're going to line up for the first game, but you see how I'm going to kind of go with it. I think we probably will line up in terms of... Do I give Chedomir Susak a... Oh, fuck it. You know what? We'll give Chedomir Susak a chance. DeAndre's can have a rest. He played every single game last season, I believe, in the league, so we'll give him a little break. There is a couple of rotation players I want to try out, like Yeksov. I think I want to give a run out. We've got 3 games to try and give as many people a run out as we can. We're going to be starting Carrasco. I know Lishka had a wonderful end to the season, but we are going to be starting Carrasco. Bordovic won't be involved. Nikolic, we may give a chance to as well. It's getting too packed in this club, to be honest. We need to get some departures ASAP, really. Will those happen or not, we don't know. But that's the team we're going to roll in for this game anyway. Against Leganes. So it's going to be an interesting one. I don't know who has the armband. It is going to be Gomez who has the armband. We're going to do a captain restructuring once we start the official season. And by captain restructuring, I mean Alexandra may slip up the pecking order a little bit, maybe into 2nd place after Mason. Mason will remain the captain. I just want to make that clear. But we'll see who else gets captaincy. I don't remember what country this tournament is taking place in, but we're at the Union Park Stadium. We're against Leganes. They're going 4-2-3-1 wide. That's what we usually play, except we don't at all. What man about? That's what we usually play against. Most of the teams in League 1 were that. That's what I meant to say. We're playing the 4-2-3-1 narrow. We've got Carrasco in goal, Marias and Ferretti as the fullbacks. I'm hoping to maybe rotate Luca Bailey in quite a bit as well, see what he can do this season. But we'll just go with the big boys to kick off with proceedings. We've got Gomez and Susak as the centre-backs, with Gomez taking the captain's armband. Alexandre, CDM, Mishima technically is as well, but he is going to be playing a little bit further forward. We've got Caballero, Vidovic, and Thorne as that midfield trio, with Laura Latanzio up top. Now, one thing I do want to chip before we go in, I'm not going to change it, but I just want to see what Mishima's defensive stats are. Not great is the answer. Maybe need to try and train that. But obviously, Marius Marin's going to start in there throughout the season, I think. I think maybe we'll have Marin have one last season. If this formation works, that is. If not, we'll just go back to tried and tested 4-1-2-1-2, because we know that works. And we'll just go like that, and then sorted. But for this, I want to see what happens. I have a feeling that this group is not going to be easy. Leganes, I think, are a top-tier Spanish team. If they're not in real life, they might be now. Because of promotion last year. I can't remember if they got promoted out of the 2nd Spanish tier. As well as Genoa, who are quite a strong Italian outfit. And then it probably tells this team I'm on about next is the worst team in the group, because I can't remember who it is. I've absolutely no idea why it's doing this, because it's Rafael Alexandre's 3rd season. Or 2nd season, maybe. I don't know. I think it's his 3rd, though. Either way, he's been around long enough to know it's not his debut. Right? Now, I'm not too fussed about results from these games. It's just to see more about player performance, see who deserves a chance, who's going to get more game time, who's going to get less game time. It's just kind of a chance to see some of the new Youth Academy players as well as some of the old gang. Carrasco making a good early save there. But it's just a chance to kind of see what we're working with. I mean, if we can contend for automatic promotion, I'd be happy with it, but I don't think we're going to get it. And I'm being, deadpan honest there. Because A, I don't think we're ready for the Premier League anyway. And B, I just don't think we have the quality yet. Tanjo does have the pace, but no physicality, so he's going to need some help. I should have probably changed direction before that, and I didn't. I was wondering if we would give Caballero a rest, because he was vital in the end of that last season, and I thought maybe he deserved a rest, but that's how vital he is. You can't really rest him. I'm wondering what the new, if I do get a new right back, which looks like to be Fernandez, and I'm not sure which of the Brazilian centre backs I'm going to get yet. I wonder what role they'll play. I think the Brazilian centre back will be just backup to Anderson Gomez, just someone capable there, because we've got Susak and we've got Haynes, but their overalls aren't kind of lending to anything special.
Hopefully we can see that combination today.
Which is why I'm thinking maybe another backup centre back in, someone that can, do a bit more. We also could potentially do with a now striker, I'm thinking. But I wonder if this new formation with just a one striker, if it pays off, we won't need one. We've got Latanzio on the bench. We'll have Illich ready there. Yeksov, possibly. We just have to see what happens in this transfer window. It's going to be very vital. That's an awful pass. Well, it's a good pass. It's an awful bit of control. But it's just going to, kind of based on this transfer window, that's what's going to kind of happen with the formation.
Oh, lovely incisive pass.
I'd love to have this formation work because it'd be a nice little backup formation rather than playing... That's good by Susak, by the way. And playing the 4-1-2-1-2 all the time, but I just don't know if it's going to happen. Thorn. Latanzio's got the yard on Bustinza. He doesn't have the assistance he needs yet. Vidovic going further away.
Now what can they do
Shima to Latanzio. Thorn. He's been fouled on the edge. I think we've got to give it to the maestro, the man who won us the Luton game with a free kick. I don't know if it's necessarily going to go in, but we are going to let him have a chance at it. It's a bit further out than that Luton one, I believe. It's got 25 odd yards. Do we give it a pop or do we pass it off? 23 yards. I think we give it a try, you know. Oh my! I thought for a second. What an attempt, though. That's Bruno Caballero might be the man on the free kicks, to be honest. It was dipping in that bottom corner. The Leganes keeper had to save it, or it's going in. That's a brilliant free kick, and it's an equally good save. I'll give credit where credit is due. A low key, like, there's reasons I want to win and lose these games. I want to win these games because I want to get as much experience out of players as I can. But I also want to lose because it means we can move on to the next bit, like the transfer window. Chedomir Susak, try to hold this man off here. To Mishima. Alexandre. To Vidovic. Oh, he took it on, to be fair. You got to give him credit for taking it on. Who's going to get the first goal of pre-season? Luciano Ferretti's been sliced through. We'll take the free kick, thank you, sir. That's got to be a yellow as well. Villalibre, sorry, I can't read. With the yellow card. Probably Via Libre. Fuck knows. Via Libre, I don't even know. Spanish names aren't my forte. Alexandre going to play it short, I believe, to Mishima here. It doesn't look too bad from the early touches he's had on the ball. I mean, obviously, he's only had a few. I'd like to involve him a bit more if I can. If not, we will just send him alone. Latanzio, heavy touch. Couldn't get the shot off. If that touch isn't heavy, we probably go 1-0 up, low-key. There's also proving ground for Latanzio, because he's one that I'm considering selling on if a good offer comes in as well. I'm happy to potentially sell Latanzio on and get a new striker and a bit more physicality. So either come alongside Shuhu in the 4-1-2-1-2 or to play backup in this formation, the 4-2-3-1. Little trip on Caballero there. Adriano Moraes has got the free kick. I mean, we're looking strong. We are looking decent. It's just going to take a bit of time for some of these new players to gel in. And we're also not playing our full squad, so I'm not expecting domination here. Which is good, because it's not like... I mean, we're doing well, but we're not dominating. Thorn. Vidovic. Caballero. Just try to play around him right now. There's not a lot of room. But Jensen Thorn has created a bit of room and forced a save. Again, Thorn's going to be very good. That loan spell has done him wonders, by the way. He's in the plans for the main team this year. When anyone I'm not loaned out or transfer listed, obviously, is in the plans. Once it gets closer to January as well, we'll have to focus on contract expiry. I think there's a few on 1 years. I think one of those big ones is Gomez from memory. Rosato, the Leganes keeper, punching it away for another corner. It's been hard to try and figure out the week that we can do this episode, and this probably isn't going to be any different. Hopefully I can get it done in time, but it could go up to 3 hours, which is usually only about 2.5, and I can make time for that, but an extra hour on top of that. People are going to bed at that time, so it's kind of like, well, do I do it or be considerate and let people sleep? Obviously, I'd just do it anyway because it's a career mode, you know. Alexandre loses the ball, but knowing his luck, he'll probably win it back. Not on that occasion, though, however. I want to get Moraes. There we go, got him. And it's come to Caballero, nicking it off the sleeping Leganes player. He is fast, but apparently Sambi is faster. That's absolutely misplaced. I love this game. It was for Vidovic, but it's just gone the wrong way. I mean, I can't blame the game there. It's my own fault. But, like, it's an easy blame game. Ferretti's a little slow for my liking. I know he's got, like, I think he's got 81 pace, similar to
Oh, he's given us away.
Nikolai Allo, but it feels a bit slow for me. I fucked
Over
up
the
there, but
line,
luckily it's going to go
it's
for a goal kick.
kick.
But I just feel like it's a little bit too slow. Welcome back, Solbull. Hope you're enjoying this first episode of Season 4. Hopefully there's not a lot of lag, and if there is, I apologise. And headset issues, yada yada yada, the usual. We haven't had them in a while, so it's probably overdue. Gomez wins that back after Ferretti kind of... I don't like Ferretti sometimes because his passing, it just delays it a little bit too much occasionally. Thorne.
Passing it around,
Oh,
looking for the goal that
I knew what I was
put
trying
them
to do
ahead.
there, but Mishima couldn't quite thread the ball through. And that's just showing that he's going to need some game time to improve. Moraes. Vidovic. Oh, I thought he got the leg, but he got the ball apparently. You might argue with the almighty FIFA.
Eraso has it.
This is kind of just like a chilled out episode, just kind of warming up for the season. There's no
He has time to play
no
us
real
over.
pressure. Chedemir Susak's been absolutely bullied off that, but Moraes is there to clear it up. And then Caballero does what he's doing, what he does best. Not that, I mean, making the run. I mean, I didn't expect him to lose the ball, to be honest, so... Okay, I knew what I wanted to do there, but Latanzio's just decided to do the pass wrong. I don't know how many goals I'd expect from some of these games. Maybe some of the better teams might destroy us, but some of the lesser teams, I don't think there'll be a lot of goals. That being said, there might be one here. There is. I shouldn't have talked. It locked my defender weird there. It did lock it a little weird. I'm good. A little tired. We're nearly at the end of the week. Friday tomorrow.
Well, here's
Looking
the
forward
replay,
to it.
and he shows great awareness to play this
It
through
kind of,
ball.
I
And the
thought
finish is
Ferretti
clinical.
might get
He
there, and
just
it
makes
kind
look
of
so
took
easy, doesn't he?
Susak weirdly. I'm thinking if that's De Angelis, he probably does a better job, but it kind of locked Susak off. Like, you see what I mean? When he goes, kind of runs away. That's not what I wanted him to do at all. I wanted to try and keep him on the man, but it kind of locked him away. I don't know what happened there. Either way, Villa Libre making it 1-0. Leganes just before the break. Like I said, I'm not expecting big results here or a lot of goals. I'm just expecting to see how some of these new players, some of these players that play a little bit less maybe, are playing. Gomez gonna get a warning, I think.
Well, that could be the final warning.
Well, he needs to be
Wasn't a
careful
very
now.
good tackle
Next
though, was it,
foul
on
and it's a
Jensen
card.
Thorne? I could probably see that being a yellow, to be honest with you, but the ref's giving them the benefit of the doubt. Can we try and pass this up for a chance before half time, potentially? I would like to start the win, don't get me wrong. But if we don't get that, we don't get that. Well, Gomez has turned weird and I couldn't get the ball through. And we're 1-0 down. I don't think we deserve to be, quite frankly, but we are, unfortunately. Union Park Stadium. Just for the record, anyone just tuning in, this isn't our new stadium. This is a pre-season tournament. So you'll see the new stadium once the championship season actually starts. Okay, the team that I thought was going to be a problem in our group, Genoa, are losing to Rizespor, who I'm pretty sure are a lower league Turkish team. So this tournament might actually be in Turkey. So looking at the stats then, 54 to 46 in terms of possession. We are leading that in terms of possession. 4 shots to 2 in terms of shots, and then 1.1 expected goals to 0.9 in their favour. So we should have a goal, is what the game is saying. Now remember, we do have 7 substitutes up for grabs. So what I'm thinking is we bring on Yeksov here for now, and we'll see what we do. I want to give Yeksov a good bit of time, see if he can integrate in, because I thought he was going to be the one that might not be very good for this team, but his loan spell has given him a lot as well, a lot of overall growth. So I just don't know, you know. And it's just a case for some of these centre-backs like Haynes and like Susak, who aren't that good overall. I would like them to go on overall to try and improve their game. I've just said for them to go on overall. What I meant was for them to go on loan, alright? Told you I was tired. I'd like them to get some experience in our club. I don't know if they'd even stay around after the loan spell, but it'd be good to get them some playing time. Because besides maybe Carabao Cup, We probably won't get anything, and even then,
Good-looking
I
ball.
might
Could
leave
be a
them out for the
chance there.
Carabao. Ferretti.
It is a decent-looking attack here. Oh, wonderful save.
He's done it all himself. There was options in the middle, of course, but he's done it all himself. And it's led to a corner. Pereira getting a yellow card. I'm not sure what for. I didn't see it. Ah, it was when Thorne made the pass, or the ball over even. That was a very good pass as well by Thorne. Thorne's someone I could see working out for this side. I know we've got Brown and I know we've got Meshkov, but Thorne's come on in leaps and bounds as well. It's going to be difficult to try and pick just a few centre mids. Gomez is on your head, mate. Oh, it's not quite, unfortunately. And it's cleared away by Laganes. Yexov. Well, I wanted that to go to my player, but it just decided not to.
Angel Gomez.
Decided against it. It wasn't for that. Oh, fucking hell. Disaster. We've got enough bodies back now to sort it out. Carrasco catches anyway. It wasn't a brilliant ball from the Laganes player. Tadmir Susak receiving the throw. And now Alexandre. To be honest, I forgot I had Alexandre on.
Can they do something positive?
Should maybe started Zolnarovic here, but Laura Tanzio got that pace. Has he got the finish? No, straight to the keeper. Oh,
Well, at least
I mean, that just shows a little bit that Tanzio's maybe run his course at this club. Can't have people just shooting it straight at the keeper as a striker in the championship, can you? Like I said, if a decent offer, a half-decent offer comes in for him, I will probably send him on. Latanzio Marin. Marin might be the biggest surprise, but it's just because of his age purely. Yexov try to get there. Pressure, not quite. Alexandre wins the header, but it's not going to go to any of my players. Why would it, you know? We only won the header. Ferretti's read it again. See, Ferretti's good at the defending part, just not the like attacking part. Well, the passing part, I guess. I don't really know, to be honest. Speaking of which, he's making an attacking run here. I've just remembered that I've not actually got custom tactics on. Where's the ref? Right, okay. Could someone explain to me? This might be a difficult one for you watching along at home. Which part of the ball has he got in here? Because on my screen he's got none of it. I've played the ball around him completely. And he's got me. Unless his toes caught the ball there. That's the only thing I can think of. Let's just get the VAR on it. No, he hasn't reached. So, he has fouled me. Ferretti just needs to go down there and that's a penalty. For whatever reason, Ferretti decided to be a sportsman. Mishima's been crunched. I'm thinking of bringing him off, honestly, as well, for someone with a bit more experience in his first team, like Brown or Meshkov. He's not been bad, but he's not quite got the experience yet, I don't think. I think it might be a loan deal for Rio Mishima. He's probably the right choice as well. Adriano Moraes, I love this man. This man, you can tell it's Marcelo's regen. Just the way he's so calm, cool and composed on the ball every time he gets it. Latanzio gets a second bounce there, but like again, it's his physicality that lets him down. We are going to make some substitutions here. Mishima coming off for Brown. We're going to bring off Thorne for Meshkov. Have a little bit of Meshkov up front, and then we're going to just bring on the experience. We're going to bring on the man and put the ball in the back of the net, as well as actually bringing on Bailey, just to give him a bit of opportunity. I was going to bring on Kovacic, but I think he's probably just one of those for another loan deal. Maybe even one I'll sell on, to be honest with you. I wouldn't be opposed to selling Dragutin Kovacic on. Not because he's going to be bad, just because he's not going to be enough. Like he's not going to fit in here. We've got three right backs. One I'm potentially selling on. Ferretti might stay the main man. I don't know yet, but Luca Bailey is growing really well. I've neglected him quite a bit, to be honest with you. Yexov into Laura Tanzio on one more to Bruno before he gets subbed off. He equalises. Who else? But the man of the moment from last episode anyway. It was the man of last episode's moment. Bruno Caballero equalises it here. I would assume in Turkey, but I don't remember when its pre-season tournament's taking place.
Simple finish in the end, but you still have to be in the right place. Keep your composure and
it's a finish from Bruno Caballero, and he is going to be a very important part if we do have to somehow push for Championship automatic promotion. I don't know how. I really don't know. I think the board have expected a little too much. Little lag creeping in, I apologise for that. Right, we're 1-1.
On the back of that very important equaliser.
Now can we go find a winner? We've freshened up the team for changes there. I'm not going to name them all because I've forgotten them all, but we have brought some newer players on to kind of just, you know, make it a bit fresher. Brilliant tackle. I'm not sure it's from. I think it's Shu who made that tackle. I've hiccuped as well, so I apologise.
Now let's see what they can do here.
I was considering bringing on our centre back, but I don't have one on the bench to bring on. I probably should have had De Angelis in reserve, or potentially Haynes to give him some minutes. Either way, the ball has not gone where I wanted there with Alexandre, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, a bit of a Spanish flavour here. Moraes with the block. He read it the whole time. We'll have to see. That's just experience there by Adriano Moraes. Alexandre. I've tried to turn a second earlier to maybe slip that ball through to Meshkov, but it's just not done it. A great ball across from the Spaniards. Well, the Spanish side. I don't know if they're all Spaniards, obviously. We're not all English players. We've got bloody Gomez at the back for something. Decent shot. Good save, Carrasco.
Well, he has done well there.
He is going to be a very vital part. This is going to be either his breakout season where he proves he's going to be the best keeper in the club, or he's going to be just the backup that we initially were going to sign him for. And Roman Liška, of course, as well. This is his... I mean, every season, every game is his fucking crunch game, because that's how it's been since we started this career mode. When we're in the transfer window, he plays really well. And once the transfer window closes and we can't get another goalkeeper, he's like, oh, let me just throw. Luckily now with two goalkeepers that have ability like Carrasco and Liška, if Liška does mess up, we've got someone there ready and waiting to take the spot. So very, very capable as well. Alexandre gets it gone. Isaac Brown, it's going to be a chaser for Yexov. He's not going to quite get there. It was a bit heavy for, I forgot what country he's from, but the young player, it might be a Russian player, I can't remember. Kunya, Shibasaki. I was considering bringing on Liška for the last 7 minutes, but there's no point. Now, can we get a winner here? If so, nice. If not, I'm not going to lose sleep over it. It'd be great too, though. Whoever gets a winner in this one as well will get instant, like, you know, recognition. Caballero's going to rest next game as well, so we need to make sure we get the points here. That's why is that locked onto Yexov then, when it was obviously in for Caballero?
Can they push ahead in the closing stages?
Of course, this preseason is going to be crunch time for Luca Bailey as well. He needs to be on his... I thought I went in. He's going to need to be on his game. Susak trying to get the block in. It almost somehow got past both Susak and Carrasco. For a second, I thought it did.
So deciding to make
very concerned behaviour. Substitution now for Leganes. Not long left. Both teams pushing for a winner here. Hernandez coming on. I think that's a defender for an attacker there. Not going to question it. Marcelo Carrasco. Albert Gomez. Now Luca Bailey. Alexandre. He's not the fastest, but he does have the ball. And that's all that matters in the situation. He does need some support, and then fucking Shuhu's run behind the defender for whatever reason. I did tell Shuhu not to bust the gut. I did say just to relax, enjoy your football. But it does mean actually get the football, so it would help. I'll let you know. Chidamir Susak has read that like a book. We've got one last chance maybe to bomb up the pitch and get something here. And Adriano Moraes is taking it literally. That's like... I've tried to avoid the slide tackle and it's ended up with me dribbling off the pitch. Fuck off, man. Sometimes this game. Somehow I'm going to have to mark three people, one Bruno Caballero. There's one man I could do it, it's him, but like, I really kind of want more options there. Leganes will have the chance to seal this rather than us, unfortunately. Adriano Moraes, try to close it down. Someone try and close it down. Gomez, you've got to get there, mate. And it's away by Yexov, or not Yexov, by Brown to Yexov. Either way, it's a draw, it's a goal each, it's a point apiece, and it's kind of a difficult one if we were to get out of the group now. We are going to need the 3 points along the way somewhere. I thought Genoa would be the danger team, and they might have lost to the team that I forgot about, so it could be an interest. Bruno Caballero got us the equaliser, but we were unable to find a winner. I'm not too fussed about it because we aren't playing our absolute best squad. I'm not going to lose sleep over it because we were trying out some of the other players that I'll be rotating around this season. That being said, I do want to see more from a few. And I also want to see more from some of our bigger players there, really. Alexandria, I feel like, let us down a little bit, maybe. This 56 to 44 towards possession, 7 shots apiece, and 2.3 expected goals apiece. Draw, probably the right result. One of the more even games I've had in a while. Let's take a look at the ratings. Man of the match, are we getting him or are they getting him? I think it's going to be them who receive the man of the match. Bruno Caballero was our personal man of the match, though. A goal for him in a 7.2. Luis Lorelli-Tanzio with the assist and a 7. Looking at the goalkeeper performance then, because this is going to be important. He had 3 shots on his goal, saved 2, let 1 in. The one that he let in was quite difficult, to be fair. Looking at the opponent's then, I've pressed the right trigger, but it hasn't registered, so we'll try it again. Fazzato gets the man of the match. Their goalkeeper for keeping us out. We were very accurate with our shots, to be fair, and he's done well to keep it at a point. Looking at these, actually looking back now, we probably should have won. 6 shots on his goal, 5 saves, 1 goal conceded. Their assistant, Arazo, was on a 7.2 as well as a goal scorer. Villa Libre with a 7.2. You can see some of the ratings here. Most of them kind of match ours, so it makes sense. It's a bit of a interesting game. They've got an 80, but we had an 80 as well. Only our 80 came on in the last 5 minutes, so doesn't matter. We move on. Rizespor beat Genoa. Mishima has been happy with his chance. We're going to have to ask for more from him, though, if I'm being honest. I know there's more to come from you. We'll put it nicely. We'll say that rather than we need more from you. Any more loan deals to go through? Any more transfer offers to come in? Or are we just going to go straight up to the next game? I believe it's Rizespor we face next as well. Will it be... I think it just... Oh, hold on. We've got an Albert Gomez transfer offer. Now, once again... I want offers to people I am going to sell, rather than people I'm not. I mean, potentially, now we'll see down the line, but potentially for a Premier League winning season or a Championship, Champions League winning season, Gomez may not be here. That's only in like extreme conditions. Volchenkov getting another offer, this time from Bournemouth, and that is a really good offer. Then again, he could actually be bought for 37.3 million, so we're going to turn it down. I mean, I'm not planning on selling him anyway. There's absolutely no chance that he will be leaving this football club. But I don't block the offers just because I want to see how much money we could get potentially. So we'll save over after the first game. I'm going to try and whip through these games. I don't want to take too much time in this episode as best I can. Of course, it is going to be a long episode anyway. It's 5 games rather than 4, potentially. We might, if we get knocked out in the semi-finals, it'll just be like a normal episode. Gomez will have a break. We're going to whack in DeAngelis this time around. And we're going to give Haynes a chance alongside him to see how he does. The reason we haven't signed any of the free agents yet that I put on the list is because they haven't been scouted enough yet. If anyone is interested as to why that is the case. Do we give Marin a run out? I mean, they are the team that won their first game, so we'll give Marin a chance. We are going to actually, though... Do we have Zolnarovic? We do. We're actually going to have Zolnarovic have a chance at CDM. Thorn will come out here for Yeksov. I think we're going to switch them across. Bruno Caballero, I said I was going to drop and I meant it. But who for? Yevtushenko, giving a little chance. So Volchenkov can come on the bench. Just to give him a little run out. We know Meshkov and Brown are very good, and we know they're going to be strong parts of this team this season. So there's no need to really give them a run out. Illich will go on the bench, but the front spot... It won't be for Volchenkov. I was actually going to start Volchenkov, but it won't be for him because he is on international duty. You know what? We've not tried him yet. This might be a risky play, especially since his stats actually aren't too bad. He should maybe be more than the 63 rated, in my opinion. But we'll give him a run out up top anyway. I haven't done custom tactics for this. This is just a test formation as well. Hence why I haven't done custom tactics. We just want to see how it goes. I will probably switch the fullbacks as well. That's just kind of I don't know. I don't know why I didn't actually. Another menu. I think De Angelis will have... In fact, actually, no, we're going to give it to Marius Marin, the captaincy. Bailey will go in. We'll give left backs a chance. Is Volchenkov? He's a left wing back / left mid. I don't think he'll work there. Gerbisic can go away. Yartsev. And actually, I've actually realised maybe we need another left back as well because of Arlo Bourne's retirement. But Ferretti can switch in there as well. So I think we will be keeping Ferretti on. I think that's probably decided it because he's versatile over both full-back positions. Carrasco's hit 70, but we are going to give this chance to Andrei Nikolic. I'm going to make sure I have a centre-back on the bench rather than 2 right-backs because we don't need them both. I just remember we can make as many substitutions as we want. And it will be Alvaro Gomez to take that spot on the bench as well as Caballero. No, we'll leave Caballero out completely actually. As well as Alan Kane coming on. We'll see how this goes. Anyway, it's an interesting one. And I don't know if we'll do very well. But we've rotated it to try some new players out. I say new players. The players that have been here the whole time. But just not out of the game. Either for a while or at all. They're going for the 4-2-3 on wide again. Just played one of those. So we should be aware of what they're going to do. We've got Nikolic in goal. Yartsev and Bailey as the fullbacks. Haynes and De Angelis as the centre-backs. Of course, De Angelis will be the captain of the day. Zolnarovic, CDM, Marius Marin just ahead of him. We've got Yevtushenko, Yeksov and Vidovic as the midfield 3. And then we've got Lance Webster. I believe his name's Lance. Well, I don't think it's Lance. It's either Lance or Connor. I don't know why it's either Lance or Connor, but I think it's actually Connor Webster. Is there a way I can check his first name in here so it doesn't reset the whole squad? Ah, fucked if I know. Anyway, Webster's up top. We're at the San Siro. So it must be an Italian tournament. There's no real reason we'd be at the San Siro, really. Milan Vidovic. This is really his time to prove that he is going to be a good backup this season, especially if Mason gets injured again. He didn't really, if I'm being honest, light the world on fire at the end of last season. He wasn't bad. He was strong enough, but he needs to kind of be better, if that makes sense.
Hello to you from Milan, a city synonymous with high fashion. The stadium
So Milan Vidovic going to be playing in Milan.
Remains iconic, the San Siro. I'm Derek Ray, your match commentator, and alongside providing tactical analysis is Stuart Robson. And we have more live action from the pre-season second.
Oh, we've started. I'm
stage.
so used to the lineups
How do
coming
you
up on
see
the
it
screen. I
panning
wasn't
out,
even paying
Stuart?
attention.
Well, Derek, both teams want to get to the knockout stage, so we'll be looking for 3 points here today. And it may be...
Oh, we're going to get lag
Can he
and
put it away?
bad headset as well. It's a good combo. Nikolic able to sort that out with a little to no problem. But to be fair, I didn't realise we started. Vidovic to Zolnarovic. Now, this is a team that won their first game. The only team that won in our group so far. We drew to Leganes, and of course Genoa lost to these guys. Yartsev, is he going to get there? He is. He's going to have to play it back to Yevtushenko though. The defender read me. I thought the defender was going to go the other way, but he's read me well. Yeksov, win that, or at least maybe go for a bit more of it than what you did. Oh, Zolnarovic. Yeah, Alexandria is going to have to be the main man, of course. Well, I mean, it's not surprising, but Zolnarovic's positioning. I mean, Zolnarovic still is in, like, you know, trying to figure out, like, how good he's going to be stage. He's still needing improvement. That being said, he is probably going to be the backup to Alexandria for years to come. Yevtushenko, Webster. Play it into Yeksov, he's closed down. Oh, Yartsev's going to have to somehow catch up with Umar. Seems like a very handy player. I think we've got Ferretti on the bench rather than Moraes because Ferretti can play both full-back situations. I believe we've injured the striker there, going for that with Nikolic. Striker up yet? He is, he's getting back up. Haynes receives it from De Angelis into Yeksov. Zolnarovic now. Might need a bit more pace in him, I think, as well. I think he's only 50 odd pace, maybe 60. Faster than Harry Maguire, at least, I suppose. Yexov into Marius Marin. A bit of experience taking over here. Save from Akan, but there's the experience of the team. Marius Marin. See if we can get a goal. Well, I mean, it's not going to be early, is it? But like first half. So it's going to be recorded on the Thursday night, uploaded on the Friday. Hope you guys really enjoy this. It's going to be interesting to see what we can do. Because the game, or the board expects us to get automatic promotion. I don't know if that's going to be true, but Yexov has done brilliantly and it's another save.
Yes, Derek,
That's some brilliance from Yexov, and the 44 actually fits him quite well, to be honest. If I go through the kit numbers, he's probably going to keep 44. In terms of the kit numbers, I'll probably do them off screen and show you guys on screen.
Short corner favourite.
Webster called close. I don't know if that was the smartest option for closeness, but Yevtushenko just shows that he's not anywhere near the finished article either. There's a lot of players who need a lot of work still, but once that work has occurred, world beaters. I mean, realistically, there'll either be world beaters here or there'll be world beaters somewhere else. I'm not going to have room for all of them. But I do see potential in all these players, apart from Garbisic. That's really mean to Garbisic, but it's honest.
Well, on you go, says
The
the
hacking
referee.
challenge, I believe, by De Angelis.
Free kick awarded then
Oh,
by
fuck
the
off. He's been out of
referee.
strength on that occasion. Fuck off. There's no chance that's a free kick. I've out-strengthened him, and that's about the size of it, really. Game, however, is disagreed. And they could go 1-0 up.
Fired from the flank into the area.
Luckily, it's straight into the arms of the goalkeeper, Nikolic. Yartsev. As well, Yevtushenko. It's lifted over to Yexov. Will he get there? He's got the better of it. It's not the finish we required, though.
Well, it's a difficult skill to get right.
He's done
but he
very well
almost
against
pulled
the
it off
defender.
there.
I'll give him
He
full
made such
credit.
good contact with the ball.
I don't know if the keeper's got a fingertip to it. I don't think he quite has, but it did look very close. I mean, we've got some very promising opportunities here with some of these players. Some of them with their first proper run out for this club. Of course, Yexov made a sub appearance last game. It's his first start. Yevtushenko into Yexov. Vidovic. Oh, he's just run straight to trouble.
Tackle.
Brilliant by Zolarovic. Crunchy tackle. I don't mind letting him have the ball. It just locked Vidovic onto it instead. Vidovic. Into Yexov from Webster. Oh, go away, man.
Well, they should be ahead now. Yes, it was a good
Yexov
save,
should have a
Derek, but
hat
he should
trick
score
by
from
now.
there.
He's been brilliant. Full of life. Getting the shots on goal. In this Turkish team the whole time, but their keeper is having a worldie. We're going to have to go short with the corners. We don't have any tripod in the area, and Shu's on the bench as well, so he's not going to win it. I think Webster's quite tall, but I'm not risking it. De Angelis, Yexov. Can we get Marin to turn and shoot? We got him to turn, but he was quite easily tackled. There's a lot of bodies there, to be fair.
They do like to press whenever they can. Oh, they get
Look
the
at
ball
Bailey,
once
does
more.
very well. I've pressed A, but he's just been bullied off it instead.
Alper
I did want to go
Potuk.
Zolnarovic there, but let me go Marin instead, you know, who's further away from the ball.
Can he play it in? Still
Yeah, I'll try to
passing
do
it
something
around
here,
with
or
authority.
resist Spore.
To take the lead.
Blocked by
Defensive
De Angelis,
excellence
that's just how vital he is in this defence. I think he'll be going anywhere for a long time. I don't know how much more his overall's going to grow, though, is the only issue. With him.
And dispossessed.
Yexov, I tried to turn, but he took an extra touch instead, forwards in the direction he was already going. Good interception by Luka Bailey. It's a stupid tackle attempt. Kind of wish he'd gone down, to be honest. That probably would have been a red for the Turkish team's player. Vidovic to Marin.
This looks promising.
Yevtushenko. Not making this easy, are they? Zolnarovic. Bit of a spot for Milan Vidovic. And in Milan, it is Milan who gets the goal to open the game. Milan in Milan.
Well, he puts it away really well, as you can see. But you'd expect him to score from
It
that
is
range.
1-0 Cullingworth FC.
Back underway, and
1-0 Cullingworth then.
Next.
And Webster's immediately intercepted, but the touch has just sent it into space. Did say Vidovic had to try and step up a little bit. He's done exactly that.
It's a neat move.
Yeah, so I've just lunged the wrong way completely.
Well,
Jan just closed it down. Yevtushenko. They try and defend as well. I think that's come off the Rizespor player. We will get a throw. Yartsev to Marin. Turn inside. Oh, set him on his arse. Yevtushenko now. Into Webster. Back over to Yevtushenko. It'll make the man. It won't. It was the right idea. Just didn't quite go as planned. Marin wins it back. Webster. Tackle into Yexov. Webster could get a second chance here. Handball against Holman.
And perhaps a bit fortunate not to be shown the yellow card.
At the end of the first half, we've got a little opportunity to create something else here. Obviously, we are not shooting this. There's no chance. Especially since we don't have any of the free kick maestros on. We are just going to pass this off and maybe just whack it at a goal and hope. Up to the left, potentially, here. Zolnarovic, turn. Oh, okay, tried to shoot. Bit of reactions, bit quick reactions next time, mate, and it might have been a goal. We lead 1-0 at the San Siro. Surprised we're even filling the stadium, but there are a lot of Collingwood fans now. More than there were at the start of this journey.
He got his goal to put them in front, but he's looked lively throughout too. Hopefully we see more of him in the second half.
We haven't quite filled the stadium, actually. I can see quite a few empty seats looking back from this angle. But I'm not surprised. Looking at the halftime results, then in our group, it's Genoa and Leganes drawing 0-0. Draws as well in the other group, but they don't really affect us just now. Match facts then. 65-35 in terms of our possession. 6 shots to 1 in our favour. And 2.8 expected goals to 0.1. We are dominating, and somehow it's only 1-0. We'll see how the second half goes here.
As anticipated, plenty of
and this formation, I am liking it, to be honest with you. I haven't actually tried it with the full main starting 11, which we're playing most championship games. But with these players, it's actually quite decent. Yexov has been very, very good all game. Deserves a goal. Unfortunately, hasn't got it yet. Yevtushenko into Webster. Ran straight into trouble. Marin, Vidovic, the goal scorer. Milan in Milan. Zolnarovic. Play it round, but they're just pressing me. Marin back to Zolnarovic. Vido. That was for Webster, but we'll go to Zolnarovic instead. Marin. Yevtushenko. It's just passing it around. I can't find a route through. Yartsev's getting pressured now.
It's Marin.
It wasn't for Zolnarovic, but that also wasn't for Vidovic. Sick. I guess that I've been passing so much that the game was sick of it. Webster maybe. Oh, it's not going to get there.
And a fine interception.
They get away with it, and they might get an equaliser here if we're not careful.
Will he play it in? Could be dangerous. Looking for that final pass and for that chance to level the game. Delivering it into the box.
De Angelis. No, it's a great save from Nikolic. Right. I've got issue with that goal. It's not because of De Angelis. Okay, I think we can probably guess what the issue is. And it's not the fact that they've been dominated and just managed to get an equaliser. Why has it not let me be? Who is this other player? Is it Bailey? Is it Luca Bailey I'm on about here, I think? I don't know why he's got a number 3. I think it might be Bailey, or is it 31? Whatever. Either way, why don't you let me be him to clear it if he's the one that's going for it anyway?
Well, the initial save is a good one, as you can see, but unfortunately it dropped straight to an opponent. A bit unlucky, really.
Slightly annoyed, because we have deserved this. It's like Yannick Bolasie. There is no way that's Yannick Bolasie. I have not conceded to Yannick Bolasie in 2K22. It is a Bolasie, but I don't know if it's Yannick.
Underway again here on the back of that leveller.
It is Yannick Bolasie. I've conceded to Yannick Bolasie in 2K22.
Thierry.
What an absolute state of affairs.
Inside the box. Can he find someone at the far post?
Ainslink has done enough there. Nikolic. Yevtushenko. We're going to make some changes soon.
Getting in there to take it.
I mean, I want to give Webster a bit more of an opportunity, but he's just not been allowed to be played through. I think what we're going to do is bring off Yevtushenko, who hasn't been wonderful. I don't have Caballero on the bench. I was actually going to bring Caballero on. We're going to slot in Illich here for Yexov, because if he's not going to score in that first half, he never will. We'll do that for now. And we'll consider our options.
Bolasie.
Okay.
Cuts it back.
The fact that Bailey has been beaten there by Yannick Bolasie, who's probably nearing retirement. That's not really good prospects for becoming our second choice centre back, isn't it? It may be a one more season for Nikolai Allo. I know I said that last season as well, but you know.
And he takes it on. Oh yes, a goal! Exactly what they were looking for, and he's come up with it.
I've not got any words, you know. I've just not got any words. I'd like to react angrily, but one, I don't have the energy, and two, it's a pre-season tournament, so I really don't care too much. But this happens to be in a situation where I need it not to happen. I'm going to be very annoyed. I think we can blame one, well, maybe two people for that, but mainly one person. Nikolic has to have a bit of stronger, obviously, stronger hands to that, making the save. Not to mention the fact that De Angelis doesn't open his legs there and he blocks it. Theory makes it 2-1 to Chaiker Risesport. We may be crashing out this tournament early, and honestly, not really too fussed.
This looks promising.
I'd like to give some of my players a bit more chance, you know. Webster into Illich. Immediate impact from Vladko Illich, perhaps. It's a great save. And he's not going to win the header because he's 5'5". And now I don't know how I'm controlling.
Well, still behind here, but only due to some incredible goalkeeping. Surely it's only a matter of time if they keep piling on the pressure.
I don't actually understand how we're losing this one either, because we're dominated. Can I please play someone who's involved in the... Oh, I guess I'm going fucking Haynes to block this then. I want to go to Yartsev, so I could, you know, I could play him as a left back, you know, where he is. It's a great block by Haynes, to be fair, but
it is a free kick.
It's going to be a substitution, I believe. Free kick! Did Haynes blow it with his hand, I'm guessing? I would assume so.
They've decided that now is the time to go to the bench.
It's an opposition? What? A substitution for the opposing side. Double coming for Chetin.
And fired from the flank into the area.
And it's third. Yannick Bolasie. Sunkus. I've actually not got a clue how we've lost this, to be honest, because we dominated the first half. I should have maybe guessed it was one of those games where we're going to dominate the first half and just get shot in the second half. I mean, I have tried to jump. Pretty sure it was Webster I was controlling. I've tried to jump and it's just not come off. And unless we get a win against Genoa, we might be on our way out of the tournament.
So back
Again,
underway
I'm not
at
too
3-1.
fussed. I won't lose sleep over it. I would like some more options though when I try to make an attack.
Well, what can they do to stop him
Don't be
running at
fussy
them?
and everything, but why are they suddenly the best team on the planet then? Bailey to Marin. Webster, I've not been able to supply Webster really, so we can't really see his striking prowess.
Failed to keep hold of it.
Illich just ran straight into him. Oh, this is annoying. I know it's pre-season, but it's still annoying to lose, isn't it? Especially when I don't deserve to. Zolanovic done very well. Marin's been fouled.
So dangerously with that.
Oh, it's a... Whoa!
Now,
I've never seen a red given faster in my life.
everyone's looking at.
Lebogang at
Well,
Fury.
he has been dismissed,
been sent off.
and it was going so well.
Well, that's going to make it interesting now.
I mean, yeah,
He's
it's a
just put his
red
team
card,
under
but
pressure here.
the speed that the ref decided that. He's ran over it. Off. No. Well, we have lost this, I think. Maybe we could get something and beat that 10 men. But I doubt it, to be honest with you.
Marin. Well,
Why have you run there then,
it's a
Brown? I've not
defensive
run you
judgment.
there, so I just need you to
Can they
fucking
do
tell me,
something
please.
positive on the counter? Fabricio Baiano.
This is problems. This is big problems. Why have both my setbacks committed away?
It might
Oh,
be.
fuck off, man.
Oh, and it goes! No,
I just knew. I already knew. As soon as I realised that both my centre backs decided I'm just going to commit off somewhere else for no
Well, here
reason.
it is again,
I committed
and credit
Haynes
to the
out,
goal
yeah.
scorer,
But
you
what the
have
fuck
to
is
ask
DeAngelis
questions of
doing?
the
A man of that
keeper.
experience
He's
should
gotta have
realise
that
not
near
to
post
fucking
covered
commit
for
in
me.
that
No
situation.
wonder
I've
he's frustrated
absolutely
with
no
himself.
idea what Nikolic is doing. The chances of him being the third keeper are very much diminishing. What is that for a save attempt? I don't know how it's gone so bad. We were so fucking good first half.
Goals
Apparently
and
Yannick
plentiful
Bolassi's
supply.
rediscovered
4-1
his... I don't know
currently.
where what club he was best at, to be honest. He's discovered his best club form. And he's just scored a hat-trick past us. I don't think he's even done. I wouldn't be surprised. They're playing through us like we're not even here. Why is he doing this kind
Good
of...
tackle.
No, I'm not.
Happy
It's
to
going
take
to
on
be
the
5 and
shot.
I've got nothing to do
Simple
with it
save,
because
really.
I'm passing it somewhere else and the game has just decided to pass it between Yartsev and fucking DeAngelis. Or Yartsev and Haynes, whoever the centre-back was there. Marius Marin, gonna have to try and do something about it. He's gone through himself.
Oh, a clinical counter-attack. And
fucking
so
missed.
close to a goal.
Well, that's exactly what they're looking to do.
How?
Force the turnover and then
He's
break
just
it.
sliced the cunt.
So close to a very good goal.
I think for bottom right as well. Frustrating second game of the tournament. We have to go all eggs in one basket for the final game.
Now they're going to alter things. Here's the substitution.
Chuhu hasn't had really a chance to prove himself in this tournament. He'll probably start striker. I think we'll have both the experienced centre-backs starting at centre-back as well. I don't know, we'll see. I do want to give other players chances, but Webster's... I've been kind of nonplussed, I guess.
Dabo.
There's no reaction to Webster's performance, mainly because he hasn't had a chance to show himself. Can I please go
Aminu Umar.
as Brown there?
Well,
No? Alright, just
crossing.
pass it through me then, no problem.
So they had attacking momentum.
Exactly what I asked
but
for,
not
to be
so.
honest. Oh, fuck off.
Superb block on the back of the ball
Haynes just
from
cleared it to the edge of the box. Solanovic wins a header.
The electronic board lets the fans know. 3 minutes
Oh yeah,
of
that's great.
stoppage time.
Handball.
Well, the referee wasn't going to let that go.
It's really going to matter to us now, isn't it? It's just sometimes the facets of this game are just frustrating to fuck. Haynes, you dominate the first half and you get 1. They dominate the second half and they get 4. I don't know where the fairness is.
Take it away.
And somehow they get like second when that bounces off his player, he gets it before Vidovic does.
Umar.
They're probably going to get
And
another
that will be
goal.
all
Ah,
for
the ref's
this
not allowed
game
it.
anyway, and defeat
I don't know
for the
what's happened in that
visitors,
second
much
half.
to the disappointment
Nikolic,
of their
you
supporters.
really upset
Well,
me, I'm not
Derek,
going to
that
lie.
just wasn't good enough today.
Yannick
Lack of a game plan,
Bolasie,
too many players
of
to
all
run
fucking
part,
people,
and
scored a
not enough
hat-trick
energy
past
all
me.
around the pitch. A really worrying performance for me.
Former Crystal Palace and Everton winger Yannick Bolasie bags a hat-trick past Champions League hopefuls Cullingworth FC. Fucking hell, I'm wondering why it signed Bolasie, you know. I mean, it's similar shots. I don't really know what happened that second half. Apparently, they've just can't turn it back on us there. 59 to 41 terms of possession in our favour. 8 shots apiece and 4.1 expected goals to 3.9. Looking at that, just looking at the stats, not looking at the scoreline, you would say probably a draw would be the right result there. Maybe a high scoring draw. We've been 4-1. Player of the match was Milan Vidovic, and they only got 6.8, so that kind of tells you how bad we all were. Yeah, he got a goal. Assist came from Zoran Narovic. Got 6.6. Wasn't great in that CDM role, but at least he got the assist to the goal. He was involved in something. The fact that Nikolic was our second best player with 4 goals conceded, 6.7 rating, 7 shots on his goal, 3 saves, 4 conceded. There was some right stinkers there. Yartsev was awful. Yannick Bolasie, man of the match. Who else are you going to give it to? Only 67 overall now. He fell off. I mean, obviously he's getting older, but like, you get a point. Hat-trick anyway. He didn't really fall off against us, did he? Fury with the red card still got an 8.1 goal and an assist, and then Chetin with an assist as well, 7.4. He's a regen. As well as Topture getting the other assist. The goalkeeper, what was his rating? 6.9. I don't know, he only got 6.9. He saved him in that first half. 5 shots on his goal, 4 saves, 1 conceded. We move on. Genoa lost to Leganes. It's all to play for in the group. That's a lie, to be honest, because Leganes are on 4 and we're on 1. We're probably out. Another Alberto Gomez transfer offer from Mainz. This time he's not going anywhere. All I've got so far is offers for Gomez and Volchenkov. Maybe go for the players that I have got up on the transfer list, perhaps. Or even some of the loan players. You want someone for a bit? Kovacic, I think I put out on the transfer list. I'm not taking any players in exchange. Especially not someone who is 29 years of age and 67 rated. We'll do a negotiation with it. I'll accept a milli. I'll accept a milli. Or maybe what's his value? No, we'll propose a new transfer fee. Actually, we'll remove the exchange player first because we don't want him. No, want that, and then like that. I think it's probably the right offer. We're not having any of your players. We don't want any of your players. Counter. We're not interested in any players. I'll bring the money down if that's what you're upset about. $1.15 million. Dragutin Kovacic could be on his way out. I really wanted to make something of this kid, but he's 4th choice at the moment. Luca Bailey's above him, and even Luca Bailey's not safe after that performance. So, it could be anyone. Anyone could get it. Anyone can get the smoke. We are probably going to lose this preseason tournament. Probably won't get through. To the end of the world. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to say fuck it and go my best squad. Well, obviously best squad sans the players at the Euros. Just see what we can do. See if we can pattern these cunts if we put our best players on. I'm going to keep Yexov on though. I like what I saw from him. What's anyone else I feel like more deserving? I've not really used Welch. Do I use Welch? No, I'm going to stick with Yexov, you know. We're not going to have Marin start. We're going to have Meshkov start here and have Brown on the bench. You know, actually, I'm going to do this. Caballero could be on the bench, but I'm not giving a chance to Volchenkov to see what he's able to do. I mean, not everybody's had a chance, and maybe a couple I missed out on, but we're going more or less a full strength defence anyway. So against Genoa for this final pre-season group stage game, depending on results, who is it? Legan? Obviously, Legan is a Recesspor. I'm not sure why I'm looking. But anyway, results in that other game, dependent. We could go through, we might go out. Leganes have to lose. But honestly, we are probably going to lose. They've got a very good squad. I even recognise some of their players, so you know they've got some good squad players. Atal, the main one, I can recognise out the gate, unless it's a different Atal. We've got Lischka in goal. Moraes and Ferretti as the full-backs. De Angelis and Gomez as the centre-backs. The captains, he has to go to their centre-back, I'm afraid. There, Lorenzo, I apologise. Alexandre as CDM. Meshkov centre mid. Volchenkov, not the one you're thinking of. Yeksov and Vidovic as the cam 3 line. And then Shuhu out front. We're at the San Siro again. In Italy, against the Italian team. Can Milan do it in Milan once again? Every team we've gone against had the 4-3-2-1 or 4-2-3-1 wide. Right, let's get this show on the road.
And a warm welcome from a venue that really oozes football history. I'm talking, of course, about the San Siro in Milan. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting next to me here on the commentary gantry is the former Arsenal and West Ham United midfield man, Stuart Robson.
I always forget that we fucking just go straight into it. I'm waiting for the squad menus.
How do you see the match
We've
going,
got to beat
Stuart?
Genoa here, and results have to go our way in the other game before we get for this pre-season group. Don't get me wrong, I'm not fussed either way, but I would just like to, you know. Volchenkov to Vido. Ferretti. That wasn't for Meshkov, that was meant to go cross field to Moraes, it's just Meshkov's got in the fucking way. Ferretti really pushing forward here. Great block by Meshkov. Yeksov. Oh, that's a brilliant ball for Shuhu. Oh, it's Volchenkov with a very good save. Vidishek, I don't know how you pronounce it. Still a good save anyway. I'm sure it's probably like Kloshek. Vidishek. Either way, the Genoa keeper's made a save. Alright, that's the point. It's going to be Volchenkov, not the one you're thinking of, who delivers this. Interesting one.
Can someone get on the end of this? There it is! And just the ideal start!
Do we just bring him on for corners then? Is that what we do?
Well, here it is again. It's a well-delivered ball into the box.
I said Abraham Volchenkov might not make it here in Cullingworth, obviously, because he's left mid. But he's just delivered that straight onto the tripod's head, and Albert Gomez puts us 1-0 up. I'm genuinely wondering whether we keep him on. We're going to have two Volchenkovs, it'll be quite confusing, but I was going to sell him just because I don't think there'd be any room in the team for him, but if he's delivering like that, I think we may have an extra space available. 1-0 Cullingworth against Genoa early. I did say we weren't fucking around. Throwing, I think it's come off their player actually. So it's thrown to us. It is. Vido to Alexandre. Don't run like that. I've tried to change direction in the game. It's just decided you've not changed direction in time, mate. Sorry. Giglione. Nearly fucked it up. Lischka catches. Now this is his chance to show what he can do. Maybe throw it to his teammate first of all. I booted that with Yeksov, thinking I was going to tackle the player. So it's kind of gone wrong there. Ferretti does receive and play it onto Alexandre, who in turn plays it to... Well, it was meant to Yeksov, but it didn't quite get there. A bit too heavy. Oh, he's turned the fuck at me, but he's... Pedro Nuno's touch is sent him back to bloody Spain, mate. Don't know if he's from Spain. Might be Portuguese. Sounds like a Portuguese name. Moraes. I like the idea of Moraes being a marauding left back, you know. Could get used to that.
Played into the box.
Vidovic.
Sure
Can't quite get it. Oh, it's handball against... Well, I suppose it would be a handball against us, because if it was a handball against them, it would be a penalty. I'm keeping in mind the Everton and Boreham Wood FA Cup game. And if Boreham Wood fucking win, I will be so happy for them. I'm happy that Middlesbrough also beat Spurs, so we're not the only team that lost to Middlesbrough in the FA Cup from the Premier League. That made me very happy. Also because my friend is a Spurs fan. That really helps. I've tried to draw a foul, and then in the process, he's done a very good tackle on me. So that's karma. And I've committed both centre-backs out, so I probably deserve to concede that, to be honest. Luckily, Lishka's bailed me out. We stay 1-0 up here in the San Siro.
And there's the delivery.
Delivery, it's Shuhu to header, Lishka to catch. Volchenkov, no, he's not going to make the run. He's not as fast as I want him to be yet, to be honest with you. Shuhu, I thought I could get the pace ahead of him. Been proven wrong.
And room now out on the wing.
Marias blocks. Is he going to stay in? Nope, throw in. Genoa. Genoa, I've not even met her. Caught by Liska.
They'll be disappointed with that delivery.
I have been bodied and the game has decided. You know what, mate? They can get away with it. If you do that, though. Oh. Saved by Liska again. We're holding on.
And how important could that be in the grand scheme of things?
Well, that was a big chance, and really,
I guarantee you, if I bodied them the way they just bodied Yexov, I believe it was, that's a foul. Possibly even a yellow card. Look at all the Genoa banners. I know we're in Italy, mate, but like, we've not got any Cullingworth fans up in here. Fares to the corner. And it's header wide. Believe off their player, Disassi. Shouldn't be so Disassi, mate. Try to reach my water. I do need some water to sort out the old dry throat, but I'll drink it in a second because we've got a goal kick. De Angelis to Marias. Marauding left back run is what we need here. So we're going to get Giglione, try to keep with him. Right, see, what you need to do there, Volchenkov, is not run behind the man. Meshkov's made the tackle and the game is decided, it doesn't matter. That's what's Marias in time. Gomez has shut it down. I knew what he was going to do. I knew he was going to go for the player in the middle, but I didn't have a player there to use. So I just shut the passing option down. Meshkov, good interception. Volchenkov. We've not been very good this game. Ref, I was going to say sometime you've got to give a foul, right?
When there is no advantage, it has to be a free kick.
Yexov even. Meshkov on to Shuhu. Alexandre. Vidovic. Float one in. Oh, okay, that didn't work, did it? I try to sprint with Marias, but for some reason it's just like not sprinting with him. I'm holding RT the whole time to try to get there first.
Tremendous vision.
Can I be Marias, please? Thank you. Try to stop Giglione before he puts the ball in. I have done successfully because the game's finally let me go my left back, which is good. You know, a simple feature in the game. Takes off to Vidovic. I mean, Alexandre has gone for a wild run here, and hats off to him for trying it. But obviously, it was never going to work. Marias, I thought I headed it with him, but oh dear. All right, cool. You know what? It's probably 1-1 here.
Well, that takes the wind out of their sails.
Gomez has done well enough to get it back to his keeper. Alexandre, Meshkov, they've definitely been the better team, but we have the goal, so what does that tell you? Shuhu might get us a second here. And Yexov gets his goal. Shuhu, very unselfish. And you might have been wondering if you're watching the video, or watching the stream, I guess, what I was doing there with Shuhu. Why don't I just bang it in? I want Yexov to have the goal he deserved last game.
Again, Derek, because the transition when the ball changes hands is so quick, and then he almost mishits this.
So I allowed it for him.
You just wonder if that deceived the keeper and caught him off guard. Either way, they all count the same.
Oh, nothing like some fresh old water. It's not old, by the way. It's fresh new water, I
So
should say. But
2-0
like,
now.
old as in because water's been around for ages. Anyway, 2-0 up against Genoa. Didn't even fucking meet her, mate.
Pedro Nuno.
Leganes already through. I mean, not Leganes. Who's the other one? Richespor already through.
Gherkins.
If Leganes get any result, our result won't matter.
Couldn't quite hang on.
Lishka saves it, and Meshkov.
Well, that's the
I mean, it
end
wasn't
of
the
that
pass
for
we were
now.
looking for, but it is out of our area, thankfully. Ferretti. Vidovic. Milan hasn't done it in Milan this game yet, and that's half-time. 2-0 up in the game that we probably should be losing. The one game I feel like we've been dominated the most in, except for that, obviously, Richesspor's second half.
Hasn't been able to make his mark in
But,
in this game, Stuart.
Yeah, he's been well marshalled.
Do you
so
know I've
far,
been the best
but he
team
hasn't
in the
worked
first half, in my
defenders or
opinion,
the goalkeeper
and
hard
yet we're
enough.
leading 2-0.
He's got to impose himself on this game, otherwise they're going to struggle to get back into this.
It's a battle of see who can make it. I mean, Genoa physically can't make it. They're just going to try and stop us. It's not what we need. Leganes getting the point. We'll keep them ahead of us. Richespor and Leganes drawing 0-0. The other team's drawing 1-0 in the other group. Probably on our way out, but at least we're going to have fun doing it. Hopefully. 60-40 in terms of possession in our favour. 4 shots to 3 in favour of Genoa, and 2.8 expected goes to 1.3 in favour of us. So honestly, maybe we do deserve it. I don't feel like we do though. But stats have told me otherwise. I'm going to shut.
Plenty of talking points so far, and now the second half is underway.
If we can maybe get a third, then it's probably time to get some youngsters on. Try to give a bit more minutes before the actual season starts. Alright, so that just proves that tackling doesn't work. If you ever need any, like, proof. Tackled the guys 3 times in that exchange, I believe. Brilliant ball for Shuhu. Yaksov repaying what Shuhu did for him in the first half. It's a save from Volchenkov. It would have been a repayment, but obviously Shuhu didn't finish it, which is something you don't really expect to say. Oh, Volchenkov.
Is it going to be?
I'll try to get space around the defender and the keeper right there. Volchenkov, very good interception to lay that off, but not to happen on that occasion. Gomez wins a header. It's not where I've aimed the header, but don't let that get in the way of a good story. Get fouled, mate. Guerrieri's gone to Brighton. I don't think that's the Guerrieri I was thinking of, was it? Of signing. The regen Guerrieri. I think that's a real life Guerrieri. Meshkov to Vidovic. He's not the fastest, is he? A little bit slow on the sticks. Yaksov to Meshkov. Oh, fucking hell, that's funny. Oh, that's really funny. Yeah, we'll give Kovacic a chance. And we'll obviously bring Caballero on. Brown could come on as well. But, like, fucking hell, that was perfect. That was wonderful. I don't know if it'll go down as an own goal or a goal for Arkady Meshkov, but I don't care. That's hilarious. I had some kind of feeling that it'd do that. Just didn't think it looked that comedic.
Well, let's take another
I mean, it is
look,
still
and
on
there's
for us
the
to get
deflection.
through, but
From that moment on,
of course,
the
I'm just
keeper
trying to have
had
fun
no
with it.
chance, did he?
Is that a Meshkov goal? Would that be a Meshkov goal? I think it was on target, wasn't it? It might have actually been... I think it might have been heading wide, you know. I'm not going to lie. I don't know what the game's going to decide on this one.
Now they're going to alter things. Here's the substitution.
I guess we won't see until after all the substitutions in the world are done. We're subbing more than 2 people on, by the way. I think we subbed about 4 there. It's credited to Meshkov. Fair enough. You know what? I'm not going to argue it. I'm not going to dispute it.
A long time ago.
I thought it was good off target personally myself, but, you know.
That is a
Great tackle by Bruno
challenge, and they
Caballero.
kept the ball to boot.
First impact on the game is a slide tackle. Oh,
Now there
Yaksov.
to intercept.
We brought up Shuhu as well. Keep him fresh for the season ahead. That was a handball by Pedro Nuno, but we're just not going to talk about it. We still have the ball, so.
30 minutes to go then.
Alexandra to Yexov. I have tried to pass it. It hasn't
Word from the benches
worked.
he's
Who's got the
actually twisted
injury?
his
Oh,
knee.
their
That's why he's
player.
been trying it out. But at the moment, he's carrying on.
Cheers, Jeff.
Webster may get his chance here. Of course he doesn't. Poor Webster. I've given him a chance up front and he's just not been able to get through.
That's a lovely ball. Well, possibilities in the centre.
Oh, I tried to block it with Kovacic. It's just not gone quite well. Lishka
Didn't really work the keeper when all was said and done.
to Marias. I was thinking of going a cheeky Lishka run, you know, honestly. But I didn't. I backed out of it. I pussied out. Not gonna lie.
Gherkins, and taken cleanly by
Saved
the
by
goalkeeper.
Lishka. It's a long shot by Gherkins. Sometimes I like them on my burger, but took a long shot there.
Caballero.
Caballero.
Possession lost, intercepted.
Oh, come on. Marias keeps that in.
Brown.
Brown. We definitely do, I think, need a left back as well. I know we've got Ferretti, but I think we definitely do need a left back just in case of
Well, he
injury
likes to run at them.
to Marias.
Perfect tackle.
Oh, just let him through, lads. You've lost. You're out the cup. Let him have a chance of getting a goal.
And take it away.
Yexov to Webster.
That's how
They're really going at him, aren't
the
they?
opposing attack.
I'm disgusted, quite frankly. Kovacic isn't going to catch up to him in a million years. It's like
Pedro
running through
Nuno.
concrete with Kovacic, to be honest.
Giglione.
Well, just giving him minutes because I know he's about to go on loan, so it
Sturaro.
doesn't really matter what I do with him.
Element of risk there.
Great by
And he's won the
Albert
ball.
Gomez. That's when you got two experienced
And into
centre
the
backs
last
defending.
15 minutes of action.
Just you
Now can they
fucking little
counter
prick.
clinically?
Just let Webster have a chance.
And no way through.
Blocked by De Angelis. Alexandre. Vidovic. Back to Alexandre. Caballero.
Successfully cut out.
Ah,
A foul,
They were coming
but
together.
advantage played. Oh, this is looking
see a
promising.
bit of it coming together, which is just straight out foul. not gonna
Might
lie.
be dangerous. And caught with ease.
How's that
No
nearly
real
stuck in
threat
like
from the
that?
cross.
I thought it was not going to be a problem, but
Caballero.
this could have dropped it into his own net. That would have been a disaster.
The
So
referee's
he's probably going to be
letting
a starting
it go as
keeper,
they
and he's had the
keep
good,
ball.
best game out of the three this episode.
And a fine
I mean,
tackle.
I don't think there was really competition for Nikolic. I think it was just between Carrasco and Lishka, but definitely Lishka's been the best so far. Don't get me wrong, Carrasco pulled some good saves out in that Laganes match
And
so
showing
far, and I'm probably
fine
going to
vision.
jinx it here. So far, Lishka's kept a clean sheet. Marias with a block. I mean, he's had the best defence in front of him, to be fair. So, I don't know, you know. Either way, we know who the two best keepers are. Cornero to Genoa.
Well, they
6
have
minutes
elected
remaining.
to go to the bench at this
Substitution.
stage of the game.
Callon coming on for Giglione. Sounds like some type of pasta. I'm not trying to be racist. I've got Italian family. I wouldn't be trying,
Now
I
sending
wouldn't try
it
to be
in.
racist.
Well, not quite the header he had
Cut
in
by
mind.
Lishka.
And the goalkeeper gobbling that one up.
Kovacic. Again, it's like running through concrete with this man. Counter-attack is definitely not the vibe with him. You know what? Dragon Kovacic, trademark round, mate. That reminds me, I didn't even use Nikolai Allo.
Really good
But I've just
challenge.
remembered as well, he's at the Euros. I would have definitely used Allo had he been an option.
Pedro Nuno. It should be.
Ah. Block of Callon.
Tremendous defending to stonewall him.
Brilliant by De Angelis. Oh, it's awful by Caballero though. Wasn't intended
to
for
win the ball
Yexov, but
back.
you know, all the passes have gone the wrong way, so I guess it makes sense.
Will he play it in?
No, will he play it in? Yes, the answer is he will play it in. He has played it in.
Close to him.
So I don't know if that's made you happy or not.
And there goes
Don't know when the last time we got a clean
whistle.
sheet was,
And
but we've
the
had one
fans
today.
are going to be happy
3-0
about
win over
this
Genoa.
outcome.
Well, Derek, what a good performance that was. They did most things
Will it
right,
matter?
and their attacking play was inventive and had a real cutting edge. That was a really dominant display from them today.
Does that mean we could sneak in ahead of
Well, we're focusing on him
Laganes?
for a reason. Played with real authority
Or
in
have
attack,
we
Stuart.
been dumped out?
Well, that performance sums him up, really. You're never disappointed with what
Again,
he
I'm
gives
not
you.
too fast
Such
out
a
of the
good
way, I
player.
should make that clear. It means a shorter episode if we have been dumped out, and it means a chance of more money if we go through. Either outcome is fine for me. But let me know if this is the last game. That'll be the last of gameplay for today. We won't be playing again until the actual championship season begins. Alright. 59 to 41 in terms of possession. They had 7 shots to our 6 and 3.6 expected goals to 2.4 in our favour. Take a look then. Man of the match, it's going to be Albert Gomez, I think, but Lishka's got to be up there for keeping the clean sheet. Oh, okay, well then. Roman Lishka is the man of the match for keeping the clean sheet. 5 shots on his goal, 5 saves, none conceded. That's the form we need in the league, mate. Hopefully you can replicate that. Albert Gomez with an 8.6. Very, very, very solid defensive performance as well as a goal. Evgeny Yexov looking wonderful in that role. I don't know how much we're going to actually use him in the league season, but he'll definitely be a cup starter. Goal and an assist for Evgeny Yexov. Meshkov with a goal as well and an 8.1. It was a bit of a lucky goal, but you know, we moved. The goals are goals, right? Shuhu with an assist and a 7.1. Worst player who was starting was actually Milan Vidovic, which isn't great. Man of the match for them was their left defensive mid, Stanislav Magkiv with a 7.2. The highest rated of a bad bunch there from Genoa. Vodicek with a 4.8, and not surprising really. 5 shots on his goal, 3 saves, 3 conceded. What? That doesn't make any sense. Whatever, he let in 3 goals anyway. 70 rated, should be doing better. Actually, what were their ratings? Were they the best that I thought they would be? I think Leganes actually had higher ratings than those. No, they had decent ratings. I mean, we were definitely going up against teams our level, or maybe slightly above our level, I would say. Especially as we weren't starting full teams. Leganes did win, so we're out the cup. Which ain't the end of the world. Recess war, you couldn't have done something for us there, could you fucking pricks? Right, so we're out of the tournament. That's not the end of the world, like I said. 1 million from that, which is good. And not to say we're sorry, the team didn't make it out of the group stage. We want to let you know, we still have every confidence in being able to meet the season's objectives. Yeah, promotion might be off the cards. Everything else I can maybe give a hard try at, but promotion might be off the cards. So we're waiting for the scout reports from the players that I've got on the transfer hub. We've got a lot of things to go through heading up to the start of the season. So, Diogo Ferreira. I think we can look at all of these here. Ferreira looking decent as a backup, actually, to be honest. 6'3" as well. Barbosa, the other one, 5'11". I think he just loses out to Ferreira. In terms of the right back, I think we already know who it's going to be. I think we know who it's going to be. I don't think there was any real surprise. Now, I could go for someone who's a little bit lower down in the pecking order and kind of have him back up for Etty, but I'm not going to do that, am I? Like, he's there. Why would I pass him up? So look at all the scout reports. I'm just going to quickly scroll through all the emails. I don't like having the notifications at the top, so there we go. Right. So Fernandez and I believe it was Barbosa. Not Barbosa. The other one that wasn't Barbosa. The 6'3" guy. Ferreira. I wanted Parks to be the good one. Really did. But he's only 69 rated. Yeah, but Diogo Ferreira. First of all, we're signing Ignacio Fernandez. Very, very good free agent. He could be a free agent of, I don't know, Carvajal potentially. I love Carvajal's still playing. So I think of a good right back who's retired from Spain. Either way, he's in. Or he's hopefully going to be in. Hopefully we can get the wage correct. Maybe the deal offer the wage. Crucial, obviously. We'll start ahead of Ferretti. 5 years, absolutely. You're here for the long term if you want, mate. No release clause, that's sorted. And what about the wage, mate? 4.1, absolutely. No appearance bonus, which means you might want a bit more on the old Wajaroo, which is fine, I'll take it. Fernandez is a Cullingworth player. As well as Diogo Ferreira. He will play behind Gomez and De Angelis. If I need one of them to rest then it will be Ferreira who comes and takes that spot. 6'3", quite strong defensive stats. Obviously, we'll work on them still. He will be a rotation. I hope he's okay with that. Okay, 3-year deal. That's decent. Disregard release clause. He wants 400. No, we can do better than that, mate. There's no, we're not having anyone on pennies. All right, you're having a K at least, mate. You're having a K at least. And because you've been so nice, you can keep your bonuses. I thought it goes the wrong way around. It's not quite what I was hoping for, but you got more money. Right, rest of the people. I hope I signed the right one and it wasn't the smaller one I signed. All right, good. Everyone else can go off the list now. Adam Loschik will remain there until we can get him. I wonder if we could loan him. Bastard. You never know, alright? I mean, the manager rating's gone up since we signed those new players as well. What we are going to do before we go any further, because it's the perfect time to do it when there's no games, we'll find those two players, Ignacio and Diego, and we'll put some development plans on them immediately. Now, what does this man need to work on? The answer is not much. His pace was very good. His passing and shooting, obviously, it don't matter. Medium defensive work rate. So we'll put that. We'll put some work on that, I think. Defensive wide back. Yes, we'll go with that, actually. His physicality can go up there. That'd be brilliant. And his stamina would be wonderful after this. He's going to be a hell of a player. He's probably going to be one that we go with till the end now. Who else was it we just signed? I am at the wrong end of the spectrum. We just signed a centre-back. Diogo Ferreira, development plan. If it likes to load this Christmas, that would be nice. What do we do? I mean, his defensive work is medium as well. Yeah, we'll put that one. Defensive centre back. We need to work on their work rates. Work rates would be wonderful. Right. I think that's us sorted for now. I mean, we'll go up to the start of the season, but if anyone in the comments has any idea on who they want me to sign, you can tell me. I mean, we've got plenty of money. Money is not an issue. We've got 2 offers here. Got Dragutin Kovacic away to Valenciennes. Fair play to him. Hopefully he'll succeed in France, and I would wish him nothing but the best. Mönchengladbach have reached out to us. They are willing to offer Eric Bailly and an additional fee of 9.2 million in exchange of Adriano Reyes. There's something I have just remembered. I'm going to decline this, by the way. I don't care what his rating is. Yeah, 80 rated. He's a solid setback, but he's not going to grow. And of course, Lorenzo Diando's getting into the decline as well. 5.1 million. I can't believe his value is so low. I've just remembered we could sign players in the Premier League now because we're in the Championship. That was the point I was trying to make. So if we, I wonder if we go for just a big money signing, just, you know, announce ourselves. Because realistically, I'm going to actually just sort the starting lineup on this formation as well. I'm thinking maybe another CDM, like a CDM from the Premier League. Potentially. We'll just get the squad as it's going to be when it actually starts the season. Jay Mason is back. I also need to check the Euros. What if I do that? Would that be better? I thought you were happy there. Can I put it to centre forward? Cam. I mean, you're a little bit further forward. Well, we'll figure that out. It'd probably be okay as a Cam. I mean, his passing's a little bit whack. I think it's going to be Vidal we start, you know? Oh no, Caballero. What am I on about? I think it's going to be like that, though. Is Mason? Yeah, Mason's left-footed. Caballero's also left-footed. Whatever. We're both. That's how it's going to be. That's the main team. So I'm thinking, Marin, I'm considering selling and getting a CDM in. But which CDM? Now we can get one from the Premier League. Doesn't mean we have to. But I'd like to announce ourselves as a club that is going to go for something, you know? Now, Premier League, youngish, CDM. Okay, right. Not quite what we were going for. Vlasic looks decent. So maybe Vlasic. But I kind of mean, I guess we'll go try and get someone a bit more experience on him then. Yeah. Garner was one I was looking at for a long while. He gets to the Premier League, I think. Moder's decent. Maybe Garner, perhaps. Samari, obviously, out the price budget. What about Oliver Skip? Potentially. I think Vlasic might be where we go. We'll put a little shortlist on him and a scout on him. But maybe we pull back Marin. And pull back that position, bring off Marin, bring on Vlasic. Now, we'll obviously wait until the scouting goes through. But I think that may be where we go. It might cost a little bit to get him is the only thing, because he's not going to be a free agent. Gabriel Jesus, I believe he's gone to Real Madrid there, it just said. We'll check all the big transfers at the end of the window, of course. Can we get some loan deals coming in for some of the players I put on loan, please? A lot of unhappy customers and my manager rating tanking. Volchenkov. Abram Volchenkov. He's one I want to go out on loan. Yes. Nice. Sorted. Leganes. You fucking great. I imagine the cheek. Beat us in the... Or, well, they actually drew to us, but... You know what I mean? Knocked us out of the cup. The pre-season trophy. When you've agreed to it, and as much as it's Leganes, who I'm a little bit annoyed at, I do want Volchenkov to get some experience out on loan, so we will accept it. Hopefully we get some more loan deals in the coming weeks. And for anyone who is in the comments saying, oh, your sharpness isn't good, I'm not doing the training drills. I don't want to, and I know it might make it more interesting, to be honest. I'm just not going to do them, though, so don't mention to me. Varane's a defender to watch in 2024. So like United, I see. Volchenkov is loaned out. We're very, very close to the first game of the season against Millwall, and we have no info, we have no intel on Vlasic. Let me search Vlasic, actually. I keep going to Squad Hub instead of Transfer Hub. It's my own fault, really. It's not Nikola Vlasic, it's Stefan. 4 more days remaining. I can't. There's only 3 days. 3 days till Millwall. Okay, we've got a bit more idea there. Alright, that's fine. Decent. So this is 4.8 is the value. So we'll whack that in first and foremost. You can ask for more, obviously. You know what, we'll just go 5. And even 5. What do you say? 5.3. Yeah, you know what? Sure. Hopefully don't sign a fucking rotten apple here, and hopefully he's quite good to go alongside Alexandre. But he's still quite young and he's showing great potential, so it's a risk we're putting in here. He's probably going to be important, yeah. 3 years. The fact that he wants rotation might mean he's not exactly quite high overall. I'm guessing he's going to be 70, I think. Financial terms, his current wage is 17k. Will he take a pay cut? From being in Brighton. 100k signing bonus. I probably overpaid. Or underpaid. Okay. Well, you know what? We've learned from our mistakes. I hope they don't expect more wages than what he earns at Brighton. I probably did underball it with the wage, but I thought a signing bonus would maybe, you know, make up for it. Either way, we're going to Millwall without another CDM, which is okay, because Marin can play there. And even then, we might just resort to the 4-1-2-1-2. So, I don't know. Illich loan offer. It's Dragutin, it's not Vladko. But I will accept it anyway, because it's a loan offer. A little update on the Youth Academy as well. Everson's potential is actually looking a little bit better now, which is good. I'm glad I kept him on. Smirnov coming along. Maeda, I'm going to release you, mate. Cutthroat is it's just a cutthroat business. Maybe call a couple of these up and try and get them a loan deal. I'm not 100% on what I'm going to do with those yet, but we're very, very close to the start of the championship season against Millwall. We are here now. We get any more offers? Monthly scouting report. Couple of chat things, of course, a press conference as well. But we've got the interesting Hlošek. It's been brought to my attention that Adam Hlošek has been approached by Real Sociedad, 50.9 million. I am wanting to bring Adam Hlošek to our club, but it doesn't have to be yet, alright? But I appreciate you looking out for me like that. So we've got the Icelandic scout with his first report from Iceland. I believe his name's Sigurdur Vage, or Wage. No idea. Anyway, Össur Bergman or Össur Bergman. Going to say no to, just based on potential. Olaf Thorarensen. Nice, complicated name, you're in. Arnar Vage, he's just put his son there on the scout report. You think I wouldn't notice that? John Hermansson, he's going to be coming in. And then we've got Stein Muller, who we're just going to decline, I think, based on his overall. Now, Mikhail Nakimov, he is scouting Greece. We've got Alekos Kalis, who's coming in. Orestes Xenakis, who is not coming in. Isakios Christos, who will be signed. Philippos Samaras, who will not be signed. Mafias Moskopoulos, who won't be in either. And Gregorios Lambros. We've got some sick names and some sick players from these scout reports, you know. Another Swedish scout report from Anton Nyberg. Alexander Sjögren, we're going to say no to. Frederick Carlson looks fucking sick. Henrik Bengtsson, we're going to say no to. Peter Axelsson on the way out. Maximilian Anderson, I would say yes, but your overall is not as good as your potential. I probably should have given you a chance, actually, quite honestly, but I've been cutthroat. And Carl Sandberg saying no to. We got some fucking bangers there, by the way. Latanzio's asking for a game. Think about it. He won't be playing. We're going to try and go our best against Millwall, put our best foot forward and all that. We won't be playing it this episode. What we are going to do is we're going to do a little check on the youth academy. Because fuck me sideways. We've got some banging players in there. Carlson looking wonderful. We'll do some... I'm going to do the... whatchamacallums off screen. My brain's gone blank. The development plans. I'm actually going to call Carlson up immediately. Along with Lambros. And Christos. No, we're not. We're going to leave Christos there for now. So, Lambros and Carlson both called up to the main squad. We are going to immediately put them up for loan. I could see them actually playing some games, but, you know, the best chance is loan. Especially Lambros. Exciting prospect. Lambros and... I honestly could consider keeping... we've got so many centre mids, so that's the only thing. Loan list as well. I'm just going to check. I'm not going to do a development plan. Actually, there's only 2 players. Might as well do the development plans here. For the other Youth Academy ones, I'll do them off screen. But, obviously, he might not be a CDM. He is a centre mid. Quite clearly. Need his attacking work rate a little higher. So we'll work on that. Box to box for Carlson. And that's for Lambros, who is the other big man from that scout report from Greece. He will be... What will he be doing? Centre forward. His attacking work is high. 5-star skill moves. Could get some weak foot and... I mean, we need pace, really. And shooting. His attacking work rate is already high, but we'll do that for the pace and the shooting kind of side of it. Really, if that makes sense. But anyway, done that. I'll do the youth development plans off screen. But I think that's it, innit? I think that's us. So... First game, next episode will be against Millwall, kicking off the championship season. Let's take a look at the first episode of what we've got next time. Oh boy, it's popping off. 6 league games in August, as well as a cup game against Bristol Rovers. So we're kicking off at home against Millwall, which means you'll get to see the new stadium first game. We'll then take on West Bromwich Albion away. That's not going to be easy. It's not an easy run of games to kick off with, to be honest with you. Bristol Rovers away in the Cup we should not have a problem with, as well as Huddersfield at the Roydwood Terrace to finish off next episode. And just looking at these games, it's daunting. It's really fucking daunting. Teams like Watford and Norwich and Sheffield United and Middlesbrough and Nottingham Forest. Well, the majority of the league, to be honest. It's scaring me. This is not going to be an easy season, and I think if the board want promotion, they're going to have to wish upon a miracle, quite frankly. The rating's actually gone up again to 72. What have we done? We must have done an objective. We haven't. I mean, we've done this. Or we can do this. That'll be easy. We can hopefully do that. We do score goals quite a bit. Financial. Sell 2 players and sign 2 crucial players to replace them. Finish the season without any unspent transfer budget. We can maybe try and do that around like the other side. I will just put their rules as crucial, even if they're not going to be. Domestic success. Round of 16 we can do. Probably, if we go on a cup run, and automatic promotion, and then no continental. So, right, that is going to end this episode of the Cullingworth FC Creative Club Career Mode, Season 4, Episode 1. I know there wasn't a lot of gameplay. We are just going to check, first of all, who won the pre-season tournament. Did I lose to the winners of it in the end? Was it Rizespor that won it? It was Empoli that won it on penalties over Leganes. Rizespor getting knocked out by Empoli, and Leganes knocking out Spezia. And this is how the groups looked. I think even if we won, it wouldn't have mattered based on the goal difference. So I'm not too fussed. I also want to check the Euros. Who won the Euros? Is it coming home? Did Jay Mason bring it home? Where's the Euros? European Championships. Ah, of course we lost in the final. We lost to Spain. Ignacio Fernandez's team, the new signing, just beat Jay Mason's team. It's going to cause unrest in the dressing room. Let's take a look then. Spain 4-2 over Netherlands, England 2-1 over Norway. Quarterfinals was Spain beating Denmark, Netherlands beating Poland, England beating Belgium on penalties. We won on penalties, which is kind of an achievement in itself, and Norway beating Scotland. And then these were the groups: Spain, Belgium, England, Denmark, Poland, Scotland, and Norway, Netherlands all going through. France out, quite honestly. Bottom of their group is a bit of a shock, as well as Germany and Portugal. But that was a group of death, but I'm not sure Denmark have made it out. But that is going to end Season 4, Episode 1 of the Cullingworth FC Creative Club Career Mode. We'll be kicking off against Millwall next time, and it's only going to get more and more difficult. The grind's only going to get harder and harder, but we'll give it our all, see what we can get by the end of the season. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode, though, and I'll see you next time for the championship.